guys, and welcome back to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff an extra $160. This $160 is from my daughter. We pay her car insurance and then she gives us the money back for it. It also includes money for the cat because we are currently cat sitting for her. So we have $160 that we're going to stuff into our sinking funds today. So before we go on, if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you take a second, hit subscribe down below. If you are enjoying my videos, I'd love a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the stuff that we do or talk about today. So let's get started. All right, so the first one we're going to put money into is pet, and that's because, well, we're cat sitting. So we have an extra $15 to go into pet. There currently is $10. Now, pet is not one of my sinking funds. It is one of my cash funds, so I don't track how much goes into pet and how much goes out of pet, but it's something that needs to get taken care of with the money that we've gotten from her. So it's out so that we can take care of that. I'm going to set it to the side, not put it back in my sinking funds envelopes. So the next thing that's going to get money is family birthdays. So I've decided we have been putting $25 for my husband's checks times twice a month times 12 years is $600, and that's really what we need for everybody. There are 6 of us, my husband, myself, and then we have 4 children. So all of that together equals $600 if everybody gets $100 on their birthday. Well, I'd like a little bit of buffer room because that gets a little tight, especially considering we have a birthday in March, April, May, and June. 4 months in a row, we've got to come up with $400. So I've decided that part of what she gives us is going to go into family birthdays. So it's just going to add $10, not a whole lot. Today's date should bring us up to $170 in our family birthdays. So you'll notice I've got a fake 100. That's because this money's already in the bank and it's working for us. When it's time to use it, I may or may not have to pull it out. We'll see. So I should have, oh, I don't think I grabbed any money. I don't think I did, but let's count real quick. 100, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. I did not grab my $10 bill like I was supposed to. Let's count this again. I was too busy telling you about my fake 100, making my money work for me. 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 165, 170. All right, all matches up. Next on our list is going a ways back, going to the garden. So we have a garden. Right now it's off season. I actually have tomato plants. It's December. We live in Florida. I actually have tomato plants that have buds on them. I'm hoping cold weather is coming in this week. I'm hoping that I'll be able to cover them and keep them. We will see. So the garden is getting an extra $20. Today's date, add 20, which gives me, $106. So I'm trying to build this up for spring. I'm going to be planting some lettuce shortly. Probably should already have it in the ground, but I don't, so it'll definitely go into a pot. But trying to grow things for us so we can be a little healthier. So 106, 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 106, all matches up. Yay! I recently got a grow light for my husband for Christmas, and although it's a Christmas present, it's a garden, so it came out of garden. Gifts. Gifts are for those middle of the year gifts that are not direct family in the house. So this is like for the grandkid birthdays, for my parents' birthdays, for my husband's parents' birthdays, or for friends that we would like to give things to. So gifts is going to get an extra $20. 90, 113. Oops, 113 is what should be in here. Now we're not using any of this money for Christmas money. This is purely for those off-season gifts that we need to get. So 50, what did I say, 113, 50, 70, 90, 110, 111, 112, 113. Matches up. Yay! Love when it matches up. Home repair is next. I actually am in the process of, we just got a new front door roughly 3 weeks ago. So we are in the process of finishing paying off the front door. I put it on the credit card, but fortunately I pay on my credit card, so I never owe them interest. But needless to say, we are working on paying this off. I think there's still like $200 between the door, the installation, we got a new lock, all of that, and little odds and ends supplies for it. It all cost a little bit more than what I had, but we desperately needed a new front door. So let's add our 20. So $50, $70, $80 matches. So this will be more than likely be pulled out by the next time you see home repair, because it's going to go start to help pay down that credit card bill that's there. Jacob Carr, our youngest, is only 13. He's not near a car yet, but I am in the process of trying to save up to get him a car so that when he does turn 16, we've got the money there for it. So this should give me $280. Add another 20. So again, you'll notice that I've got 2 fake 100s. I've got my money working for me. Yay! 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280. The goal is by the time he's 16 to have roughly $3,000 to put towards a car for him. Next on the list is land. We currently live in Florida. It's not my husband's favorite state to live in. It's my favorite state to live in, but it's not his. I like it mostly for the weather. Today's date, we would like to purchase some land in East Tennessee over near the Appalachians. We're not sure exactly where yet. So we are in the process of saving up for some land. Now, there's not a lot in here. It's okay that there's not a lot in here. My husband's truck actually will be paid off the middle of next year, and once it's paid off, we're going to start to increase this by roughly $300 every month, because his truck payment's going to come into the land envelope. All right, so we've got 100 working for us. 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. Sweet. I will work on getting this other 100 into the bank so it can start to work for us. Now, yes, banks don't really have great interest rates right now. I understand that, but when I put it in the bank, I feel safe that I'm not going to lose it. It does not keep up with inflation, but at least it is growing something. We do invest in stocks. I play bounces, and we have money in dividends as well. And the combination of the two, those to me are much more risky. Like right now, my portfolio is down roughly $300, I think. So that to me is unsafe to put that money in it, because I know that I want to be able to have all 300. So knowing that in the future, that's how that's going to go. Lottery. Lottery is something we probably shouldn't play. It is something that my husband absolutely loves to play. So I am in the process of saving up money so he can get a book the next time he's interested in a book. It is something that we do, so you may as well save for it. So there should be $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Working our way. All right, next, medical is going to get $10. There currently is nothing in here. Medical is probably one of my favorite folders. I think they're all my favorites. We're only going to add $10 because I've actually used it. Our youngest, love him, has actually gone into the woods a couple of times. Half of our property is wooded, half of it is not, and come out with poison ivy. And it's been wonderful to be able to come in here. The only thing that works is the really expensive stuff. It's like $50 a tube, but it clears it up almost instantly. So because of that, this medical is so imperative that we have money in here in case we need it for something. And then the last thing that's actually going to get stuffed today is tag renewal. Every time my daughter gives us money, I put $5 from it into tag renewal to help pay her portion of the tag. Again, the car is in both of our names, and since it's in my name and I'm first on the loan, it comes to me, and we have to pay for it, but she does pay for it by giving us some extra money. So that should put 145 in here, closing in on what I think tags are going to cost. So again, got 100 working, yay! 100, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145. That matches. So that is everything stuffed. Now, I've gotten a couple of questions about my folders that I have. I made these. There is a link to a video down below on how I made my folders. Please feel free to skip around inside of it, but it shows how it's cardstock, where I've cut it, shows you what dimensions to cut, taped it, and then I also made my tracking sheets that I use and printed them off the printer. So my envelopes cost me roughly $5 plus time and effort. That was something that was manageable for me budget-wise because I could not afford all of those great plastic zip folders. I can't afford that right now, and I really would like to put my money into investing or into vacation or into garden, or I want my money to go somewhere other than all of those nice folders. So I spent $5, picked a color pack that I liked. This is the color pack that I liked. I think there's one more. I think I missed a color in here. Nope, that's the original color. I picked a color pack that I liked, and then I just figured out how to make my envelope. So again, there's a link down below if you're interested. So thank you so much for spending time with me today while I stuffed my extra $160. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye, guys.